This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. The holidays are over, the decorations are down, and suddenly everything feels a little empty. It's normal to feel the winter blues after the holiday excitement. January, February, and March are by far my least favorite months of the year. It's cold and dark, and I have to get some extra vitamin D on board. I also need to keep my regular scheduled appointments with my therapist. So if you're feeling that post-holiday funk, I definitely suggest you checking out BetterHelp because maybe it's time to talk. You might also be one of those people like me who makes New Year's resolutions and you get super motivated. So maybe you need someone behind you to hold you accountable and come up with a plan to meet your goals. BetterHelp is super convenient, totally online. You have a therapist right at your fingertips whenever you need them. So head over to betterhelp.com/wifeofcrime1 to get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/wifeofcrime1 for 10% off your first month.
This podcast is an unscripted, unedited conversation about true crime. We take the cases very seriously, but I don't take myself seriously at all, and neither should you. Welcome to Wife of Crime.
So Russ, this past week we celebrated Valentine's Day, the holiday of love, and I decided that every year I'm going to tell you the story of a killer couple, of a toxic relationship. This is a story of two sociopaths who fueled each other's fire, and the sweet, innocent couple who got caught in their web. This is the case of Erika and Ben Sifrit. Welcome back to Wife of Crime, a true crime podcast where I tell my husband Russ my favorite true crime stories and he reacts to them.
Hey guys.
That's Russ. And this is Jess. And I have really good news this week. There were no Jess messed up last week. Yay. I didn't mess up.
I like when you mess up. Then people tell you on the internet and you get all frazzled like, no.
I'm sure. Well, there were no Jess messed ups last week to announce.
Oh, I have an announcement.
What?
For the 50th consecutive week in a row, there were no Russ messed ups.
Good. Good job.
Because it's not a mess up if you do it on purpose.
So our Patreon's been really popping lately. We have...
You said popping.
I did.
What are you, 15 in 1992? You ain't no holla back girl.
It has been popping. Over the last 4 weeks, we've gotten a lot of patrons. I'm so excited.
Guys, it's been going well. Us adults here think the Patreon's been going well. I appreciate you guys.
I am so excited. Anyway, so we do extra bonus content there. And last time we did a true crime and chill episode about Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, because that's the documentary that just came out on Netflix. And that was pretty fun. We had a good time doing that one. And it's called Richard the Tooth Ramirez.
Yeah, go check it out. We have another episode over there we did on
Abducted in Plain Sight.
Yeah, the handjob documentary. And this week, I don't know, we were thinking about doing, what's the one? The Hotel Girl?
Yeah, the Alyssa Lamb at the Cecil Hotel. We thought about doing that one. We're still discussing it for next month. But yeah, a lot of fun stuff is going on over there. We put up some questions. We're going to do a Q&A session. I've asked some patrons, for some questions they have from us, and we're going to record a special Q&A. So yeah, we're going to do some extra bonus content.
And you get some exclusive merch that you can only get through there, through different perks. You get mugs, magnets.
Yeah, and we'll do some gifts here.
Shout outs of your names. Maybe we'll send you something once in a blue.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a fun place.
Yeah.
We have a good time.
It's popping. Or, if we want to try to be in today's day and age, it's lit over there.
It's lit. That's true.
I hate that.
I'm so old. I said poppin'. I should have said it's lit. I know. I'm getting old.
All right, Grandma.
So we want to shout out our patrons like we've been doing in the beginning of every episode because the Patreon just keeps growing and growing. And we promise a shout out. So Russ is going to do the honors of reading all of our new patrons that we got over the last couple weeks.
All right, guys. So here we go. I usually get out of breath when I do this, but it's a good thing because it's a lot. So we got Lynn Olive. We got Viper Gaming, who is the son of the Chicken Parm King. Shout out to you. Stacy, Sammy Joe, Deborah, Alicia, Ruby, Melissa, Kim, Sarah, Alexis, Sydney, Crystal, Amy, Kyle, Mia, Chris, Terry, and Randy.
Wow. That was a lot.
I did it.
Yeah, you did good.
Are you surprised I could read still?
No, I didn't mean it like that. I meant like, that you pronounced everybody's name good.
Because I could read.
You did it. You did a good job again.
Because the first time you said you were surprised that, good job at reading the names that were, pretty basic, regular, everyday names. I let it go. Then the second week I was like, wait, she really can't think. She thinks I really can't read that well.
No, not at all. That's not how I meant it.
And not a fun fact. I really don't like reading out loud.
Well, you're doing great with the patron shout-outs. I think that's your designated job from now on.
Okay.
For the episodes. So this week, we're celebrating a holiday.
Ugh.
It is the Holiday of Love. What is the holiday, Russ?
It's a man-made holiday for ridiculousness. With all this pressure for you to buy stuff for someone that you see every day, and you may have bought them something a week ago and then forgot Valentine's Day was coming. Now you're like, oh man, I wasted that idea. I could have bought it for them this week. Or like, and then you have to like get a babysitter. And like I said last year, then you got to take your wife out to dinner in your van with Cheerios, your minivan with Cheerios in the backseat from your little kids. And good luck, folks.
You're really making it sound great.
I don't like forced holidays.
I know. Well,
it's fake ones.
It's Valentine's weekend. Actually, Valentine's Day is tomorrow. We're recording the day before Valentine's Day, but by the time you guys hear it, Valentine's Day will be over.
And I hope you guys haven't had a mediocre day.
So, I decided I am going to make it a tradition that every Valentine's Day from now on, I will tell you a story of a killer couple. We will do our part at totally ruining Valentine's Day. I mean, you already kind of ruined the mood a little bit with your description, but we're going to ruin it even more with a story every year talking about super messed up toxic relationships. Last year, I told you the incredibly disturbing story of a famous serial killing couple from Canada, Karla Homolka and Paul Bernardo. This year, I bring you another disturbing story, but this one is a lot closer to home. I'm telling you the story of Erika and Benjamin Sifrit, and it took place in Ocean City, Maryland.
That's not that close to home for me. That's close to home for you, because you're from Maryland.
But it's closer than Canada.
That's true.
So it is closer to home.
On my basic geographical knowledge, I do know that Maryland is closer than Canada.
Yeah, exactly. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So I find killer couples fascinating because it's honestly nuts to me that out of all the people in the world, these two people that are so messed up and disturbing could find each other, go out, engage in this disgusting behavior, and they'll co-sign each other's behavior. Like, they do it together and they get off on it. It's so crazy to me.
I feel like a lot of couples that are similar find each other. Like, even if it's just not killers, even if it's like those corny couples that wear matching outfits, like, how would you find the other person that's willing to wear the same outfit as you outside? Never. But I think Jess would do that. Like, if I was like, Jess, I got us the same outfits. Like, we're going to look so cute. She'd be all about it.
But it's funny, though, because you and I actually end up accidentally matching a lot. We do that quite often.
Well, I wear pretty basic stuff. So, like, if, some sneakers, some pants, and a shirt, I guess. But, like,
Yeah,
gray.
but like sometimes we'll wake up and we'll both be wearing blue jeans, a white shirt, black sneakers, and a jean jacket or something like that. Like we always end up doing that
That's true.
pretty often, and one of us has to change. So because you are so dead set against looking like a matching couple.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to be that corny ass couple. Like I put it on first. Go change your outfit.
Well, I find killer couples super fascinating. And in this case, it's exactly what happened. These two disturbing people found each other and fueled each other's fire. Like one was the match and one was the spark.
Now the whole time in my head, they can be wearing matching outfits. This whole podcast, the same exact thing.
Erika and Benjamin Sifrit first met one another in a bar, and they were both 20 years old. The year was 1998. When the two met, it was love at first sight, and they ended up getting married after being together for 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Can you just like walk in a place and be like, hey, we want to get married today?
They went to Vegas and got married.
Oh.
So yeah, 3 weeks they were together. Not months, not years, weeks.
That sounds like the best kind of wedding though. Like you just pull up.
Like a drive-through wedding.
Yeah, you say what up to Elvis and you come out married and
that's it.
then you keep it moving.
So, yeah, they got married pretty much right away. They were only 20 years old. Erika was a high school basketball star who got a scholarship to Mary Washington College. And she was an honor student. She grew up in Pennsylvania in an upper middle class neighborhood. She came from a really nice family, and friends from her childhood said she was happy, had lots of friends. Like she just seemed like a normal upper middle class girl, never wanted for anything. You know, her family had some money. She had a great childhood. Benjamin was training to be a Navy SEAL.
Oh, so this dude's going to be strong and everything. Damn.
Yes. He was first in his class, in his SEAL training class. And according to the Forensic Files episode on this case, fellow SEALs of his said that Benjamin was the type of guy that could go out drinking, get trashed, go home, sleep for 2 or 3 hours, and then wake up, run a 20-mile run, and come in first place. He was like super competitive. He was very self-motivated, strong, very fit and athletic.
Maybe he got all this energy from cocaine.
Maybe.
Like,
I don't know. Like when you're training to be a SEAL, I wonder if they drug test you. If you're, if you get drug tested for that.
I would. I don't know if it will help you be a better SEAL, then do drugs. I don't care.
No, but I don't think the military would allow that.
That's how I feel about baseball. Like when everyone was mad about baseball, like everyone's hitting all these home runs and we're having fun watching. Like make steroids mandatory.
So according to Benjamin's family, Erika was insanely possessive and jealous and hated when Ben would go away for his SEAL trainings. So he ended up dropping out of the Navy SEALs training to be with her. Benjamin was insanely possessive as well. And I think this is kind of where the toxicity really started to show. They revolved their lives around one another. They were each other's best friend, but eventually it caused them to alienate themselves, and they shut everybody else out. And soon enough, they became each other's only friend. After Ben left the SEALs, the two moved back to Erika's hometown in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Erika's father gave her the initial investment money to open a business, and they decided to open a scrapbooking store.
Sounds like they were trying to fail immediately. Who doesn't have scissors? Just cut my own stuff and tape it to paper. Like, wait, what's that called? Oh, I have oak tag. I could corner the market and make a really big one.
What's oak tag?
It's like the big construction paper, like you did your vision board.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we call oak tag. I don't know if that's the same thing.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
What do you call it?
A poster board?
Well, they told me when I was a kid, go get oak tag. And it sounds like it would be like thick and...
Yeah.
It's just colorful, big paper.
Yeah. Well, this scrapbooking store, don't know how successful it was. But nowadays, I mean, this was before, you have to remember, this was before Amazon. So this was like the year 2000 or 2001. So like Amazon didn't exist. So if you wanted to be into scrapbooking, you had to go buy the stuff somewhere. And if you didn't go to Michael's, maybe you could use a scrapbooking store. I don't know.
Wait, if you didn't have a scissors. You just go buy scissors and glue and cut your pictures up.
Yeah, but they have, like, scrapbooks have special paper that have different things on it. And, like, they have little, I don't know, scrapbooks are their own little world of stuff.
So shout out to all the people that make scrapbooks, but don't do your own scrapbook store. It won't work.
Yeah. So over the next couple of years, the two started drinking and experimenting with drugs here and there. They started getting really coked up on the weekends. And at parties. And then the drugs turned into more of a regular thing, but they weren't like full-blown addicts. They weren't doing it every day. They were just partying really hard. They also started engaging in petty crimes together, like burglary. And it turned into a situation where a lot of their sexual contact was revolving around their crimes. So they wouldn't really have sex unless they went out and engaged in something risky together, like a crime, like breaking into some place, and then they'd come home and have sex about it. So it kind of was their way of getting off.
Weirdos.
Yeah, they were super turned on by the thrill of it, of doing something bad. Another really weird, this is funny, another really weird detail, and something I find actually really funny and random, is that Erika became totally obsessed with collecting Hooters memorabilia.
I like Hooters.
No, but seriously, she like collected Hooters memorabilia, like tons of it.
That's weird.
I mean, I'm a collector. I love Wizard of Oz. I collect Wizard of Oz things. I love first editions and like old books. But Hooters?
Guys, I really don't like Hooters. I won't go there to eat. It's just a joke. I think it's super corny. But, like, they do have good wings.
They do have good wings. I think Hooters wings are great. They actually are really good. But I just find it so weird that she would collect memorabilia. I don't know. So another thing that was really weird is that they had purchased 4 pet snakes. And they named their pet snakes Hitler, HIV, Bonnie, and Clyde.
The only one that was funny was HIV.
I mean, HIV is not funny, but to name a snake HIV is so ridiculous.
Jess, I know the disease HIV isn't funny. I'm talking about the name of naming something HIV is very funny.
It was so random.
What would you name your snake?
I don't know. I'd have to meet him or her.
Oh my God, and see its personality.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Never mind. This went sentimental on a pet snake.
Benjamin also got a couple swastika tattoos, which no bueno.
Nah,
that's another level.
Not with none of that.
So the two were really tired and worn out from their busy lives of scrapbooking, anti-Semitism, drugs, and chasing down the best Hooters merch. And they decided that they needed a vacation.
So they probably both walked around wearing matching Hooters shirts all the time.
Now, if you're from Maryland, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Virginia, or New York, you have a few Eastern Shore vacation spots to choose from. Wildwood, Ocean City, New Jersey, the Hamptons, and Ocean City, Maryland. So they chose, which is also my personal favorite, Ocean City, Maryland.
What's that place we go to in Ocean City? It's cool there. Secrets with the tables in the water.
Yeah.
But it's really cool. But when you're there sitting in the water, sometimes you feel warm spots because someone next to you peed in the water while you're there eating at the table. It's kind of gross. The first time I was like kind of drunk when we went in, but now I don't really like going in the water part no more.
Remember when we were there at a table drinking and a super drunk girl literally right next to us dropped down and peed in the water. Like she just sat down in the water and you could tell she was just sitting there peeing right next to us.
It's not the first time. I've seen that a couple times. You kind of feel like, all right, well, maybe I'll just pee here too. But it's weird.
It's a really fun place though.
You got to be really drunk in order to sit at those tables so you don't get grossed out.
Yeah, definitely.
That's probably where coronavirus started.
Maybe.
Right there from that lady.
Well, Ocean City is like literally one of my favorite places because I grew up in Baltimore and it's just what you do. In Baltimore, we call it all one word, going down the ocean. That's how we say we're going to Ocean City. We're going down the ocean. And it's kind of a Baltimore thing. I know some of our listeners who are from Baltimore will know what I'm saying.
Well, that's true because your family listens.
So it's a really fun place. Me and Russ went there for the first time together a few years ago. He had never been, and we had a great time. Highly recommend. So this is 2002 when this story takes place, and it's Memorial Day weekend, which is a huge weekend for the area. It's the start of their summer season. Tons of people flock to Ocean City, and among those is another couple named Josh Ford and Martha Crutchley. But Martha's friends called her Jeannie, so I'm going to call her Jeannie. They're from Alexandria, Virginia, and these two had, been together a few years, and according to friends and family, they were like the sweetest couple ever. They were two extremely nice, giving people, and they were very much in love. So Josh was a successful mortgage broker and Jeannie an insurance broker, and they were both divorcees. They met each other at an office party for work, and they hit it off, and they'd been together ever since. On May 25th, 2002, the two couples both happened to book a shuttle bus that shuttles you to all the bars and clubs in Ocean City. It's like a drunk bar crawl shuttle bus.
Yeah, because you don't want to drink and drive and you want to check everything out. It makes sense.
Yeah. So they got to talking while waiting for the bus to pick them up. And when the bus came, Erika didn't have enough cash to get on the bus. And Benjamin didn't have any more cash on him. So Josh Ford said that he would pay for Erika. At this point...
That's really funny. You know why? We'd be completely safe because there was a couple that didn't have money. I'm like, haha, they're not getting on. There'd be no shot. We good. No new friends.
Definitely. This story will definitely validate your hashtag no new friends.
I don't do
vibes.
New friends. Like, if I don't know you, I have some new friends-ish.
Well, our podcast listeners probably think of themselves as your new friends.
Yeah, we're cool on the internet, but like we don't. If you've never been in my house, you're probably like you're not someone's friend to me unless you've been inside their house.
Yeah,
you're like cool. Like you have bar buddies. You have a drink or two with them, you laugh, and then you're like, oh, I don't want to see that guy for 3 more months.
Well, they were on vacation.
Stay lonely, stay alive.
Stay lonely, stay alive. So at this point, the four of them had talked for a few minutes, exchanged some laughs, and Josh was just that type of guy. He's just a nice, generous guy. So they're on vacation, and they thought it would be fun. Let's hang out with another couple and go bar hopping all night. Eventually, like all nights in Ocean City, their night ended at the best bar in the area.
Secrets.
And that bar is Secrets, like we mentioned before.
Where Jess's friend works.
Yes. Secrets is really fun. And 2 years ago when we went to Ocean City, Russ's sister actually booked our condo at the condominiums right next door to Secrets so that we didn't have to take an Uber there because she knew we would be there every single night because it's that much fun. So the couples hung out at Secrets, and eventually around 1:30 in the morning, they did last call, and Erika and Ben said to Josh and Jeannie, hey, you want to come back to our condo? We have a hot tub there. We can hang out, have a nightcap. Let's keep the party going. And they said, yeah, sure. They've been hanging with this couple all day. They were all very drunk. And Josh and Jeannie were on vacation, so they're down for anything. Once they got back to the condo...
Sounds like there's about to be an orgy in that condo. Down for anything.
Well, unfortunately, no. Once they got back to the condo, they had a couple of drinks, hung out for a bit. But then the energy kind of shifts. And Ben and Erika look really nervous. You guys already know because we have been talking about them for a while now. Via Hemp is by far one of our favorite sponsors we've ever had, okay? We use their products all the time. Maybe you're a little like me. You're a little anxious. You have a hard time settling down. You're kind of wound up a lot. If that's you, Via Hemp products are for you. Check out their website. You will find something that speaks to you. Maybe you're like Russ. You have a hard time sleeping because you have bad nerve pain or chronic pain. Then Via Hemp is for you because their gummies will help you get some quality sleep. Maybe you're looking to have a really good time. Maybe you just really like edibles. You want to laugh. You want to get the munchies. You want to watch a movie and have a really strong belly laugh. then Via Hemp products are for you, okay? They're literally for everybody. So head over to viahemp.com, promo code wifeofcrime1 to get 15% off your first order. That's VIIAHEMP.com, wifeofcrime1 for 15% off your first order. Last year, Save More Money was the most popular New Year's resolution in America. Clearly, a lot of us feel like our money is slipping through our fingers. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm not the best saver, and I don't know much about investing until I started saving and investing with Acorns. Turns out you don't have to be an expert at all because Acorns will recommend a diversified portfolio that fits you and your money goals. And I always thought that when people say, ooh, I invest in stocks, that they had a ton of money or something. Well, you don't need to be rich. Acorns lets you invest with the spare money you've got right now. You can literally start with $5. And you know you guys are spending that at Starbucks on these fancy lattes. So skip the coffee and invest with Acorns. You don't even need a ton of time. Like you can just sign up and start investing within 5 minutes. Head over to acorns.com/wifeofcrime or download the Acorns app to start saving and investing for your future today. That's acorns.com/wifeofcrime. Erika all of a sudden says, someone stole my purse. Someone stole my purse and I have really expensive jewelry in there. I don't know where it is. Can you guys help me find it? My purse is missing. Josh and Jeannie, they're like, okay, we can help you look for it. They start looking all through the condo. And after about 10 minutes of looking, Erika says, I think you guys took my purse. You took my stuff. And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm sitting here with you. We're all having drinks together. Where would I hide your purse? So they start blaming these two for stealing her purse and her jewelry. Obviously, this wasn't real. This was a plan. And the plan was to get them scared and worried and to put them in a position to kind of beg for their lives. So Ben...
Oh, fuck that.
Well, Ben and Erika were blocking the door to leave. And they were telling them, you better show me my jewelry. You have my jewelry. You took it.
Oh, it would have been not me, not today. It would have been pound out time. Right at the door.
Ben had a gun. And he pulled it out and pointed it at the couple, telling them to strip down and show them that they don't have the stuff. Instead of stripping, the couple, Josh, grabbed Jeannie's arm and ran into the bathroom. That's his only place to go. There's nowhere else to go. He runs into the bathroom, they lock themselves in, and there's a window in there. So his plan was to open the window and so that they could climb out and escape. So Josh runs over to the window and is trying to get it open, but before he could get the window open, Ben, on the other side of the door, fires 3 shots through the bathroom door and shoots Josh in the torso twice, and he drops to the ground.
Holy moly.
Ben then breaks into the bathroom, and poor Martha, so sad, Martha is in the corner, crouched down, just crying her eyes out. Ben stands over top of Josh and shoots him point blank in the head and kills him. So Erika then comes into the bathroom, grabs Jeannie, and Ben and Erika hold her down, and Erika stabs her multiple times and kills her.
Wow.
So now the couple has these 2 dead people in their bathroom. They don't have enough cleaning supplies. So Erika decides to leave the condo and run to the store and grab some bleach and other cleaning supplies. When she comes back, I'm going to warn you, this is a really disgusting part. When she comes back to the condo, Ben is in the jacuzzi with the heads of Martha, aka Jeannie, and Josh. Their heads are cut off, decapitated, and they're in the tub with him.
So now, even being a crazy girl, like, that wouldn't make her be like, holy moly, like, he just cut their heads off and he's in there with them. Or was this planned? Like, they like cutting heads?
It was definitely planned.
That's a lot of work. Like,
I don't know if the the decapitation was planned, but the killings were definitely planned, and she was totally down with it.
Like, you gotta saw someone's head off. They have a saw?
They had something because they then decided to dismember both of the bodies and put them in trash bags. These poor people. So the couple takes the trash bags and they drive to Delaware, which is just one state over. It's about a 15-minute drive. And they have the body parts in multiple bags, and they decide to throw away the bags in different dumpsters because they're trying to spread them out in Delaware. I just feel so bad for these poor people. Like, all they wanted was to hang out on vacation, make some friends. Like, I just feel so bad for them.
It does suck. I feel like our listeners and most true crime people would be like, I don't know you. I'm not going to your house.
I don't know how. I feel like it's so easy when you're on vacation. Like, when you're on vacation, you just kind of, you don't act like your normal self all the time. Like, you're trying to just have fun. And if you meet people, like, it's so normal for people to just meet people on vacation and hang out with them and get to talking to random strangers. It happens all the time. I mean, we've done it on vacation. We haven't hung out with anybody, but we've like been at a bar and just started talking to people. It's normal.
Yeah, but if they were like, hey, you want to go to another bar with us? No. I won't even like go to, they're like, hey, let's go over there and I don't know you, dude. I'm just talking to you because you're next to me and you said something. But after you're out of arm's reach, I'll never see you again or remember your face. So it would be much harder for me to be opened up and go do something with someone.
No, I get it, but I just feel like, I don't know.
You're more friendly than I am. That's it. You'd be like, ooh, fun, new people, drinks with strangers, do something over here, do this. And I'd be like, I'd hit them with a straight, fuck out of here. I don't know you, man.
I am a lot more friendly than you.
Yeah, and then now say for instance we were talking to people and they told you, oh, why don't you and your husband come here? Would you even approach me with that, or you'd be like, there's no way he's doing it?
No, there's no way, and I wouldn't approach you. And honestly, after being with you for 10 going on 11 years, I respect the fact that you wouldn't want to do that. Especially now that we have a true crime podcast and I research all these cases, I do respect that about you, and I think you're right. I think you're right that putting yourself in unnecessarily dangerous positions isn't great. And even though my nature is to be super friendly, I'm glad that I have you to balance me out.
Because I always think, what's the risk to reward? So what's my reward for going to hang out with these people that I don't know? So in my head, I can't think of nothing. I could think of uncomfortable conversations with people I don't know asking me what I do for a living, which I always hate. What do you do for a living? What? That doesn't define me. That's just what I do for money. I just do what I have to do so I could like keep doing stuff I love to do. So like the risk to reward, I don't see any reward, and it's all risk. And even if they don't kill me, they're just going to kill my vibe.
All right. I get that. So 2 days later, Josh and Jeannie didn't show up for work. And this is really out of character for them. They were both, big career people. And for them to just not show up to work and then not get in touch with any friends and family was a big deal. They were immediately reported missing by their families.
That wouldn't be me, because work wouldn't be like, where's Russ? They'd be like, does he have any sick days? Because he uses all of them shits whenever he can.
So anyway, they were reported missing because their friends and family were really concerned after not hearing from them for about 2 days. Meanwhile, Erika and Ben just went about their vacation. These two assholes spent the next week bar hopping, walking the boardwalk, and even just going to the beach. They took multiple photos all over Ocean City, and in the photos, Erika is wearing a ring on a chain around her neck. This is Josh's ring that she's wearing. And it still had blood on it. She wore it like a freaking trophy around her neck.
It sounds like the crimes and the things they had to do to turn themselves on were progressing. Like the little crimes that would have did something for them before now don't.
Yeah, so they have to do more and more. And like it keeps growing and growing, this need to do risky behavior. It's crazy. So then 8 days after the killings, police were called to a Hooters location in Ocean City. The silent alarm had gone off, notifying police of a break-in. When they arrived, they find Erika and Ben. Of course.
Breaking into Hooters?
Yes, breaking into a Hooters.
Were they cooking their own wings?
No, they were stealing a bunch of merchandise from the Hooters for Erika's collection. While police were going through all the merchandise the couples had taken, Erika had an anxiety attack. And she said to the officer, because she was handcuffed, she said to him, "Can you go in my purse and grab my anti-anxiety meds? They're in there. Can you just grab them for me? I need to take them. I'm really freaking out." When he did, he found the driver's licenses of Josh Ford and Jeannie Crutchley in her purse. But cops didn't suspect the two for murder just yet because Erika and Ben claimed that they found the licenses on the beach, which was a plausible idea because the officer said, that could happen. You could just find licenses on the beach. But
I don't know, because if you found a license at the beach, would you pick it up? I would just leave it there.
Yeah, I'd probably leave it there. I wouldn't pick it up and carry it around.
Or you'd be like, maybe I could find them and bring it to where they live, and then they can kill me there.
No, I'm a nice person.
Nice people die first. Be an asshole, stay alive.
So, anyway, the officers weren't buying that story anyway. They just didn't feel right about it. It wasn't until they searched the Sifrit's vehicle, though, that they found some other evidence that really made them sure that there was a lot more to the story. In the back of their Jeep Cherokee, they found ski masks, zip ties, and gloves. But the zip ties is really what made them wonder, are they holding this couple hostage? Like, are they keeping them somewhere? And this gave them probable cause to now search the condo.
I don't know about that, because I feel like a lot of men who are like kind of mechanical keep some zip ties in their car, because like zip ties can fix anything.
Yes, but they have the license of 2 missing people, zip ties, ski masks, gloves, like
if you go
all
in my
in the
car,
same spot.
If you go in my car right now, there's a ski mask because I use it in the winter and it covers your mouth as like a mask as well. There's gloves because it's cold, and there's zip ties. I'd be finished.
But you wouldn't have missing people's driver's license in there either.
No, I don't have that.
Exactly. So now this gave them probable cause to search their condo. And in their condo, they found shell casings from Erika's gun, bullet holes in the bathroom wall, and an orange-colored substance in the tile grout in the bathroom. And it turned out to be blood. The police then took DNA from the toothbrushes of Josh and Jeannie and matched it with the blood in the bathroom on the grout.
It's over.
They opened the drain in the bathroom sink, like pulled out that drain, and there was hair and skin in there, and it matched Jeannie and Josh. But the most damning evidence was that Josh's DNA was found on one of the bullet shell casings, which means that the casing was inside of Josh's body, and they had removed it after he was shot. It's insane because they literally had no other reason to kill these people but for the thrill of it. And it's just sad. At this point, both Erika and Ben were arrested for murder. But just like to be expected from 2 narcissistic sociopaths, they turned on each other.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's not that crazy. They're both narcissistic sociopaths who could give a fuck less about anyone but themselves. So it's just not that crazy.
Well, that narcissistic sociopath term gets thrown around a little too much. It's probably relevant here, but I feel that's probably the most overused term in all of true crime.
I don't know. These two were pretty narcissistic and sociopaths. And so are most serial killers. And I feel like if these idiots weren't as stupid as they are and got caught, like they're clearly idiots, they would have killed again, 100%.
I think that they were doing this because the thrill of possibly getting caught with the evidence and breaking in and all this was part of the thrill.
Definitely. But if they didn't get caught, it would have happened again. If they didn't get caught breaking into that Hooters, or even though they got caught breaking in the Hooters, if she didn't have an anxiety attack and said, hey, go through my purse, they would have just like spent the night in jail for burglary or something and got off. But they might have never known what happened to Josh and Jeannie.
I think she said go in the purse on purpose.
Really?
Yeah, like just to see if they could outsmart the cops.
Really? I don't know. I maybe you're right.
Well, I am Russ the profiler.
True, you are.
And you're just a hater.
No, I said maybe you're right. That's not even hating.
Okay.
His defense, Ben's defense, was she made me do it. And her defense was he made me do it. So the two were tried separately. Since the gun used to kill Josh, which was registered in Erika's name, Ben ended up being convicted of second-degree murder. And he was sentenced to 38 years. Erika, on the other hand, was sentenced to 2 counts of first-degree murder.
I don't know what's worse, first or like third.
First degree is worse.
Okay.
So since her gun was the gun, it was registered in her name, and she's the one that stabbed Jeannie, and she had the trophies in her possession, the quote-unquote trophies, the ring around her neck, and the licenses in her purse, they charged her way more than Ben.
That's dumb. I think it's dumb that they're getting set, like, what one person did is being perceived as she did worse than him. Neither one was worse than the other. They were both just equally as bad and as terrible.
Well, I totally agree with you, but I guess in a law sense, in order to prove things, you need actual evidence, and the evidence pointed to her. But I agree with you; they're both equally disgusting people.
Yeah.
So both,
and I think the things they did were just as bad. They were both equally as bad.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So that's why I said it was stupid that she got charged more, or I could have said it's stupid that he got charged less to make it sound better. Because I'm not thinking any one of them should get less time. Yeah. Just one shouldn't be held more accountable than the other, because on the level of piece of shitsness, they're at the same level.
Yeah, 100%. They are. So she was sentenced to life in prison plus 20 years. Both Ben and Erika have filed numerous appeals.
They all do. You have nothing else to do but file appeals.
It's true. Yeah, you don't.
What, do you have an appointment at 5?
So Ben is up for parole this year in 2021. And Erika is up for parole in 2024.
Wow.
So let's pray that the parole boards do the right thing and don't approve it. These two, in my opinion, deserve to rot. And to kill an innocent couple just purely for the thrill of killing with no other reasoning behind it is absolutely disgusting. And I hope they die in jail.
Me
honestly.
too.
So that is the toxic, disturbing love story of Erika and Benjamin Sifrit. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
And who knows, it might end up getting out. You don't know, maybe they behaved or something. I don't really know how the system works as far as letting people out, but I assume that they won't get out their first try.
I hope not. I mean, hopefully people will recognize on the parole board the fact that they didn't have any other motive but to kill except for the thrill of it. So hopefully that is something that's known. You know, of course, she filed all these appeals for inadequate counsel and all the, you know, the same ones that they all do. But
that means nothing.
Yeah.
That's just standard procedure in jail. It's like just throwing darts at a dartboard with your eyes closed, hoping you hit the bullseye.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they do the right thing and keep them both in jail. That's it. That's our case for this week. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I hope I did a good job at messing up your Valentine's mood.
Well, I hope you guys grow up and stop taking Valentine's Day so seriously and just like be mature or something. But if you guys are looking for more Wife of Crime, go check out the Patreon. And we do have like merch and stuff too, Wife of Crime merch. You can find on wifeofcrime.com. And you can find us on IG at Wife of Crime Pod. And what else do we do?
We have our Wife of Crime Facebook, the Crime Family Facebook page. We have Twitter.
We did a lot of stuff.
We do. We have a lot of social. We're on all the social medias.
Yeah, hit us up. Say what's up. Jess will answer you. If it's a short response, that means it was probably me. Just like, your responses are so short. they probably think you don't like them. I'm like, no, that's all I had to say.
Yeah, if you get like just an emoji, then it's probably Russ.
Yeah, because Jess is at work sometimes.
So if you have a long response, it's probably me.
If you get a yay.
True. If you get a yay, it's definitely me.
Or yes, bitch. I spell yes like Y-A-S-S-S.
All right, everyone. Well, have a wonderful week and happy Valentine's Day. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.
Peace.